Hello everyone, this is Camila Trol Gonzalez and this is my lesson plan for the Technology in Foreign Language Teaching course. Okay, so today I'll be presenting a lesson plan designed for 8th grade students. They are between 13 to 14 years old and their English is approximately B1 according to the CEFR. This lesson integrates problem-based learning and the flipped classroom approach, focusing on the past simple and past continuous. Through an engaging story, like a mystery story called The Case of the Missing Necklace. So the idea for the flipped classroom, it would be to have a pre-class component, right? So before coming to class, the students should have had a short complete preparation before the class through Google Classroom, as we can see here, through Google Classroom, where I would post a YouTube video explaining the difference between the past simple and the past continuous tenses. This would be the video. And then after watching the video, the students would be practicing with some tools. In this case, I chose word word wall, yes, word wall, where they would practice the structure, the grammar structure, so we can spend more time applying it in a meaningful way and in meaningful context, rather than revising the grammar rules in the class. Okay, the idea would be to, when they finish the word world practice activities, they would upload their results in the Google Classroom. Okay. Will also help them to identify who might need extra support before having the actual class or the actual lesson. Okay. Number three, um, in class, students in a flipped class learning class, students become detectives, let's say. So I will tell them about the story that it begins with a sapphire necklace that goes missing, and they will be acting as investigators. Students will be divided into detective teams of 4 or 5 kids, depending on the number of kids in the classroom. And to each kid, I would give clue cards the, containing the story, but in this order. They would have to organize it. Okay. So their actual task would be to read the story carefully, right? Each clue, let's say. Then they would have to highlight the past simple verbs, or and the past continuous verbs. You can say underline one, circle the other, or use different colors for them. And the idea would be that they would have to reconstruct the story in the right chronological order, let's say. For this, I would be using either a worksheet or maybe Jamboard. That will also be a useful tool for this. Okay. Mm, why do I like this idea? Because working collaboratively fosters critical thinking, language accuracy, and teamwork. And also, these type of activities would also teach them to solve real problems. So as they analyze the story, they would come up with theories, like, for example, what was happening when the necklace disappeared, who had the strongest motive to steal it, who could have overlapped each, and then each group must justify their answers. This stage promotes critical thinking, as I was saying, because they have to work in groups and try to solve a problem. Okay, now the technology integration, well, through Google Classroom, because the students would have to like prepare for the class, let's say, if you can say that, with reading the material, watching the video, but also with the practice. With WordWall, that reinforces their grammar practice. And during class, students would use Canva or on Jamboard. Okay. Also a Padlet. These tools not only make the learning more engaging, but also it fosters collaborative work too. Okay. The reflection and outcome would be that at the end, the idea is that the students would vote for the best solution or the best idea. And at the end, each group presents their final theory. We believe the thief was Mr. Whatever because this happened. And as I told you, the class has to vote for the best reflection. Okay, closing and summary. Applying grammar in context is better than just showing them the grammar rules. So to summarize, this lesson would teach them to think critically to solve a problem, and it will also integrate technology and the flip classroom model. Thank you.